we're going to start the Bodilu one and talk a little bit about the breathing tech and also a little bit about the overriding the DNA code. All right. Uh, let's talk about the breathing. We all know that breathing is an integral part of our life, and without breathing, even for like 2 minutes, we're gone. So this is very crucial, and a lot of people uh, even notice how crucial is the breathing tech. And there are several breathing techniques around the world, and this has been practiced for thousands and thousands of years. So pranayam, um, most likely like a 5,000 years plus. Even if you go to Treta Yuga, that will be about like a 13,000 years back. 5,000 years Dwapar Yuga, about a Mahabharata time. So it's been practiced there for long, and we don't have exact date uh, from when it had started, all right. But we know that as soon as there is a civilization, most likely they started right from there, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Without it, we cannot live. Second thing I want to let you know that it has a lot to do with intake of oxygen. And when we have a lot of intake of oxygen, it is automatically exercise. So normal breathing will say, breathe in, breathe out, 20% intake. But if we do intentionally, intake will be less 50%, right? But then we have developed the techniques like a five-fold building. Intake, 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 like 100%. Looks like you are feeling oxygen a lot, as much as you could in your lungs. So once the oxygen will get into there, it will dissipate it. Then there is a microbiological process. Then it will get into the oxygen, and blood will sort it, and then cells will get activated. And within the cells, there is like a layers. Say we have a potassium, sodium, all those ions are inside our body, inside the cells, and there is in between there is called a lipid. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a biological student, but I went through the articles, and I have a lot of doctor friends, my sister, cardiologist, Dr. Sasi Acharya, and a lot of other doctor friends, right? Dr. Manmohan and Dr. Matt and Dr. Kamala and so on. So I learned from them too. And also some of my uncles, scientists, they talk about DNA when I was a little kid. Dr. Kamal Krishna Joshi and Professor Kamal Krishna Joshi, academician Sanadev Joshi, they talk about the DNA. So it's from my family. But latest in what I read about the DNA code, switching techniques. DNA has different, say AB, whatever, and there is a kind of switches inside the DNA. DNA is a helix, and there is switching, and switching capability is there in DNA. That depends on how you gonna go and your thoughts, your surviving, desperate surviving instinct that will develop the camouflage type. And starting from the Darwin, he figured it out how the camouflage will take place, but he could not get inside the DNA with all the switching techniques and all. Those are like modern techniques. So from that day, when I read that article about the DNA switching, I have a strong feeling. I had a strong feeling that DNA codes can be override. So once you override, so there is the greatest things you can ever figure it out. That particularly Dr. Manmohan and for other patients who is struggling from any diseases, even the deadly ones. So DNA code can override and eliminate the things which is beyond imaginations. And I hear and I read the books, even like a 4 stage of cancer, people woke up, walk, start walking, and fully recover. So that is the only possible way to have a DNA overriding, and that will eliminating everything that is hazardous. So before I just say hypothetically that's possible based on the articles, but recently within this week I read another things and got info that the scientists have proved that DNA code can be recovered. Simple phenomena. Remember that. If you think positively, start impulsing like a mantra, chanting inside or somehow with a feeling straight for 21 days, it starts working. Straight for 21 days. So mantra works. That is what we call chanting mantra with all the vibes, all the frequencies, all those generations, all the thinking positively that also transmit to the neurons, and somehow they found there is a positive impact and DNA code can be override. So that is the fantastic thing. So I just let you know that. I'm very happy to know that. And that means everything is possible. So we will live now in a world of possibility, both in outer world and both in the micro world, and both in the biological, microbiological world, or both in cosmic, or macro, or quantum, or micro quantum within the macrocosmos level. So that is very interesting. So there are a lot of things we don't know, but we are also learning a lot. So this is the tip I want to provide today. So before starting our exercise, I just did share some insight about the overriding DNA code. So remember, you can change your life and the way you want, and you start walking, running back again. All right? Thank you. All right, back to work. Let's start the breathing technique. What do you want? What do you want? Inhale, hold, and exhale. Now you know the inside how it works. Inhale, hold, holding it is a key. Let dissipate oxygen to your bloods, and as I have just defined, it's going to react and energize yourself. Exhale, breathe out, inhale, all the way back, hold, and exhale. Inhale, 5-fold breathing, inhale, 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 all the way, hold, exhale. 5-fold, mirroring. Inhale, hold, left hand drop, exhale, right hand mirroring, inhale, hold, right hand drop with exhale. Healing, and excite the Kundalini from the back. Right hand drop, left hand up, inhale, hold, exhale, all the way. All right, switch the hand, healing, right hand on the top, and also excite the Kundalini to get more energy. Right hand drop, and left hand exhale. All right, now lower part of the body. All right, side kick. All right, and left kick. All right. All right. Right hand. Okay. All right. 4 times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Us.